Where I come from, you need to be ready for anything, even a zombie apocalypse. So do you want to survive? Then you need the right tool. Something small, easy to use, and built to handle any situation. Well, look no further, because inside this box is the ultimate survival multi-tool. No, it's not a chainsaw, flamethrower, or shotgun, but you need this too. I've been using multi-tools for 30 years, and let me tell you, they have come a long way since the days where it was just a fork, a spoon, and a knife. Today's multi-tools do just about everything, but this multi-tool here does everything. So what I'm gonna do now is unwrap this, show it off, and walk you through all the bits that will get you through everything from aliens to zombies, and show you what everything does, like maybe fix a hinge. This is the latest generation of Leatherman's Surge, the apex predator of Leatherman multi-tools. Before we get to the tool itself, I want to get to what else is in the box. It comes with a sheath, which is great because you don't want to put this in your pocket. The sheath holds the tool itself, plus your other little tiny tidbits like this. Also included, a replaceable file. There's a core side and a side that is embedded with diamonds. This is great if you need to take a burr off of something, or maybe even just file your fingernails while the zombies are outside your house. But now we're gonna talk about the star itself, the Surge. There have been a few improvements to this generation, such as much thicker jaws. They're now stronger. Also, you get replaceable wire cutters. If you have to cut your way through a chain link fence to get home after work while the zombies surge, you can do it with the Surge and then replace the teeth if you have to when you get at home. The pliers are the big selling point of any multi-tool, and of course what made the Leatherman so famous. What I love is the needle nose that lets me get into tight places, and the jaws are big enough to actually grab onto fairly large bolts or screws. So if you need to loosen up a bolt that's in your way that you need to get through something, you can actually do it with the Surge. But a multi-tool is not just about the pliers, it's about all the other stuff. The Surge has 21 different functions. I'm gonna walk you through them, but let's start from the outside. What I like, you can actually open the knives with your thumb and the blades lock into place. You have to push this to close it. If you want, you can take this, duct tape it onto your flamethrower, and you have a cartoon bayonet. On this side, you get scissors. Everybody needs scissors in the apocalypse, and let me tell you, my kids are always borrowing my Leatherman so they can use the scissors to cut open a package or cut some paper doll. That's why you need scissors in the field. On this side, the most dangerous blade of all kind. Straight blades are not great for cutting rope or seat belts. Serrated blades do a better job, and you get one with Leatherman. It also, of course, locks into place, so it is not gonna fold up and cut you. The last thing is the most versatile thing. I love this. This is, of course, a wood saw in your Surge. It's great for cutting small branches if you need to make a splint for your arm or maybe start a fire. Pop the blade out, you put in your file. Now you have your file on your Surge. Gives you a little more strength and purchase on here, but check out this little hack. If you go down to the corner store and you buy some jigsaw blades, these are just some plain old Bosch bimetal blades, finer teeth, you can actually put this into the Leatherman, the same holder, and now you have basically a little miniature hacksaw. Let's move to the inside though, because there's way more in this tool. On this side, you get two different kinds of flat blade screwdrivers. Very handy to have. I particularly like this thick one because it's great for door hinges. A lot of times my doors get a little loose. Whip out the Leatherman. I'm not gonna go down to the garage and get a big thick screwdriver. I just use this on my Surge to do that on my door all the time. They do lock into place, so if you fold them open, they're not gonna open up and fold on you. There's one more tool on this side. It's called an awl. Interestingly, these are used to maybe punch through leather. Leatherman says you can even use this to start a hole for a wood screw. There's a little hole in here so you can run string and then punch through a belt for some reason. And what I remember my father using awls for was to punch an old Pennzoil oil can, so you can do that with this too. On the other side, you may get the most important thing in the Leatherman Surge, and that is a combination can opener and beer bottle opener. This is a can opener, not your fancy electric one. There's no electricity in the zombie apocalypse. What are you gonna do with 10,000 can of beans? Well, you've got your can opener on the Leatherman Surge. And all those bottles of beer, this also will open those bottles of beer. So that tool might be the most important one on this. This little bit driver though, might be the best part. It gives this tool so much versatility and is one of the reasons I love the Leatherman over a lot of other tools I've used. Looks like a standard flathead screwdriver. Reversible, gives you a Phillips. Great. But if you buy one more thing, you make the Surge even more versatile. Fortunately, I already did, so let's open it up. This is a Leatherman Bit Kit. It's basically an entire toolbox in your pocket. What is it? It's basically a whole bunch of tools ground down so they fit into the bit driver on the Surge. Let's say you need to break into Cyberdyne Systems so you can steal the armor of a Terminator and get rid of the zombies. Sarah Connor turns to you and asks if you have a hex driver. I said, yeah, of course I got one, Sarah, right here. Now on my Leatherman, no problem. But you know what, Gordon? I have to get into this laptop. I need a torch driver. Do you have a torch driver? Yes, of course. I have a torch driver in my pocket right here. Here you go, Sarah. So there's one last thing you really need for the Leatherman Surge collection. One problem I have with the Surge when using it like a screwdriver, it's kind of bulky. It's hard to get into tight spots, even if you open it up. So, I got the Ratchet driver. This really makes things a lot easier. It slots right into the Leatherman, and it is a reversible ratchet. You can go open or close. Once you do that, you now have a screwdriver that ratchets in your pocket. So obviously there's a lot more you need to survive the zombie apocalypse or trip to the mall, but you still need a multi-tool, and this is the ultimate one to get. $130 for the tool, $30 for the bits, and $30 for the ratcheting driver. So for more buying advice, stay locked into Hack the Holidays for more videos and more stories.